you're just getting the feel for it. And you spend time doing that and you start moving, you start getting the feel. So when it comes time to doing it for real, you're the mental reps. It's like, okay, cool,
Okay,
this is, yeah. You start seeing things.
Yeah, okay, no, I see what you're saying.
So yeah, today Carlos is going to teach the class that I'm going to watch and kind of just see like what teaching methods he uses, and then hopefully it's something that's up my alley and I could just kind of plug in on that too. And you know, like if he's here and he's curious to teach, then of course I'm going to let him.
And I start to chin strap him, right? I don't want him to wizard me, so go try to wizard me. Like, I don't need that. I don't need to get into this dog fight. So I can stay here, heavy on his hips, thigh pry, to kind of control him a little bit, to keep him here, right? His head is exposed. Unless he wants to just eat the mat, he's got to stay here. So his neck is exposed. The more I drive into him, right? So I can see that his neck is exposed. Can I start to chin strap him? And now we end up into this semi kind of grip. I have his head and his arm trapped. Just here, and I can switch. So I'm already into that Darce grip, but he's still on his hips. I need to break him down. So can I, typically this is a pretty strong grip. It's just a claw grip. So I can come this way, right? And then just drive here. See how he has his arm exposed, that post? I need to take that away. Right here. Now he's on the low hip. Now I can start attacking the head here. And whether it's here, I can start feeding back and forth, right? So this is a sweet spot, but all because he's on his hip. So we'll go back and forth, just trying to keep that pressure on them, and then have them ask your partner, is that pretty strong? And resist a little bit. So the more you drive, you can't be too far up because he's gonna come out the back door, right? Especially if he's strong, he has access to start standing up. I need to stay heavy on his hips, which is this little pry bar. If I start feeding it too deep, he's gonna roll me. Somebody's gonna trap him and then roll me. Yeah. So I need to be mindful of that, whether it's here or if it's just right inside that hip. This is pretty powerful. I can start just driving down. And you see, now I can start Nelsons, right? All that stuff. So let's just practice that, just staying on the hips heavy and keeping them there and not allowing them to get up. Have your partner kind of stand up a little bit or try, right? Try. You see what I'm saying? Now he opens up different grips. Or here, right?
So the objective is just to keep him weighted at the hips and kind of broken down up top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Control them for a few seconds, see what they're gonna do, counter, and then see what they're gonna do again, counter. But initially just get that feel of riding those hips, stay heavy until they give you something, and then take what they give you, and then go for the next step. It's all just a chain of getting to that position and then breaking them down. Okay. It's when you break them down, that's when things happen for you. Yeah. But here, if I let you up, I don't want that. You're gonna watch, here, so I'll do it. So here, right? I have my neck exposed, I'm not here, right? So see how I can feel you're too far up, you're too high. Get back a little bit. So stay right there. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see, that's the whole purpose. I'm disengaging you and creating space. You might drive into me, that's okay. But you see, I'm already ready to attack the back. Now stay like where my hips are at.
Some good shit.
Right? Yeah. So even if you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You start to track me. I can't, right? I need this.
Yeah, I want to stay.
But I'm also exposing my arms, my neck, right? I can't even, see? I can't even come this way. See how you're already backtracking to this side before I even get to there, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You can feel me,
okay.
And it's worse. I can't stand up, right? See how you're kind of start here, right? Because if you start to feed it deep, I'm gonna take this. Now this arm is mine, right? Now it's kind of, oh shit, what is he gonna do? Can I still do all this? Yeah. Right. So start here. We're just high on the waist. That pry bar, it's just literally inside my thigh, and you're just extending your arm and then driving. So if you just drive your weight that way to your right. Just drive. You see, the more you downward pressure on the hip, you control the side of the hip. I can't, right? So drive that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, I'm gonna try to stand up. You see what I'm saying? The more you put your weight to the backside of my hips, I have to see, now right? But I'm giving a whole lot to even get to this point. It's hard. You're making me work harder than I want to.
Right. That makes sense.
Not that they can't get to their feet, but they're gonna work really hard. Then they're gonna get tired.
Yeah, it should come at a cost if they do.
Yeah, there's a price to pay for that, so let's just work on that.
Is the drill the breakdown or is the drill the...
Just getting the feel for now, just to that hip.
The control.
You're gonna feel, oh, I'm too high. I gotta back up a little bit, right? Just like what you were doing, right? If I'm up here, he's like, have him, you're too far up. I need to be back here.
Okay.
On his hips. His hips dictate everything.
Yeah.
Is he gonna move left, right, or up or down?
Yeah.
I can feel where he's gonna go, right? You just start, you can get to this position you're using no energy. You're just chilling, right? See how this opens the door to so many things because he's on his posts. I can start taking them, right? Fuji arm, right? All that good stuff. But all because I'm putting weight on him. He has to put posts up. Or if he's here, but that's a whole other story.
Okay.
Let's get him, let's practice that for a few minutes and then we'll go into breaking them down and then going from there.
Yes.
Yeah, ready? All right, come on, let's go. All right, so you guys are getting the feel for being here. Like, it's just, this is where you want to start. It all starts from here. So we were talking about if their turtle was tight and I can't get that pry bar in, like, okay, it's no different. Like if I want to attack his legs or control a leg, so you can stay here and just cover. Can I start to?
Oh, okay.
You see, now I'm controlling the leg and his hips, right? You see what I'm saying? The more he's forced. I'm forcing. The more I turn into that, he's forced, and I'm gonna force him down. So because this is a cat school, I don't want to ball and chain you, but
Okay.
this is, if you've never, you know what a ball and chain is?
I know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're flexible enough, I just step and collect. Now I have his leg. So let's try that a few times, because now I'm spreading his base. He's super tight here, and he's like, how do I? He's tight. How do I can't get his. Well, can I get his leg?
Okay, yeah.
Like now I start with the Casoto, and now I have really good control of his bottom half. And then now I can start using my pry bar. Let's work on that a few times. Just go back and forth, trapping that leg, and then we'll go into the next part of it of breaking them down.
Wait, can I see it one more time?
Yeah. Right? They're tight. Like, oh, dude, I can't knock him off base. He's just super tight. Ball and chain, or if you can just step on his calf, or his Achilles, and then pull it in. And now I have his leg. And you can just sit on it if you want. It's just, but the main thing is I have control of that leg. So the more I turn, you see what I'm saying? So come on this side. So that pry bar, the more I turn, now this hole starts to open up. And now right? All this starts to begin. Now I'm really getting control of him. It's just a progression of control.
What do you do if the ankle's flat, or like the top part of his foot is flat when you're trying to get for the ball and chain? Because normally you have like wrestlers or jiu-jitsu guys that do it where they point their toes into the mat. But what do you do if they're like
When they're active toes like this?
Yeah, but then his foot is like flat, like he's sitting on it.
It's the same thing. If the space is, whether it's flat and connected, just use gravity and your weight. Just punch your knee in, right? See how that little bit of just a give, now I collect his knee, his leg.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter if they're active toes or not, I can get in there. And like I said, if you have the ability to step and just downward pressure, he's gonna give you the leg. In the meantime, now you're working, you're already setting up for the next thing. So let's try that a few times back and forth. Make it uncomfortable for your partner. Don't be too hard on it because it sucks, dude. Yeah. All right, let's give it a shot. So same thing, covering the hips. We're just covering the hips here. I don't have a deep grip. It's just fairly shallow for now. I'm trying to break him down. Maybe try to get my pride bar, collect his leg, and just like you guys were kind of already jumping the gun there, but here he's still pretty strong. If he just stays here, can I start to go back to my shallow and then insert my knee here and then drive more weight into him? I'm still turning this leg. If you want to come over here, there's still tension behind this leg that I've trapped. Right? I'm not really concerned about this one. It's just that weight. So I can start to sneak this claw grip and then just start to physically take him that way. He has no post that way. I just slowly just break him down. I'm still keeping tension here. Now I can start cinching a head and arm here. If I don't want that, that's okay. I can start to, see what I'm saying? Start attacking the back. Or if you just want to keep them there, so trap the leg, claw grip, in here, and just drown him. He has no way to get up. I'm just pinning him. Now, can I let go of this? Yeah. If this is like MMA or right, dude, ting, 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 right? Can I start to mess with his arm? Collect it, right? There's a lot of different things you can do, but it's just breaking him down to a point where he has very little options. That's all it is. He's wearing your weight. I'm breaking him down. Claw grip. Just this alone. Can you start to, yeah. Does it suck?
Yeah. It sucks, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But here, claw grip. I'm driving. See how his arm is already going? I just drive. But I'm not driving that way. I'm driving that way. Like a 45 here. Right? Tight. If I need to feed this deeper, okay. Here. Right? You just follow him, but I've got him trapped. Do I want the back? See? Claw grip. There. It's pretty easy to move him once you're attached to him. So that claw grip allows you to really get close to him. So we'll work on that a few times, back and forth, switch sides.